Hey all, Rusty RVERTV, welcome, check it out. We're in Aberdeen, Washington. This is a US 101, we're trucking north. Gonna cut through this big town, and then we're heading for Ocean Shores. Yay! Old historic town. All these coastal towns in Washington are. Look, they got all the flower pots out, hanging off the light posts. Big brick buildings. Definitely old here. But we'll see the Pacific Ocean here in just a little bit. Gonna get the e-bike out. We're gonna actually ride the beach. Yay! On my Lectric X Peak 2.0. Alright, made it through that jungle. This is actually a separate town called Hoquiam. There's two big towns here. But I'm ready to see a little bit of ocean. We're gonna cut up the coast. Which one is it? There it is. 109. Washington 109. Gotta make a left right up here. Yep, turn's coming up. Wasn't that cool back there in Westport? Washington's tallest lighthouse. We got to climb the stairs. I did. You guys got to watch me. Alright, looks like residential area. I don't see anything on the maps too spectacular till we get up to the ocean. I reserved the site. It's at a RV park. I think it's motel and RV park. There's a ton of them on Ocean Shores. It's been 10 years since I've been out here. Can you believe it? Long time. But we'll hear the roar of the water. Heck yeah. Alright, we'll sit back, get ready, and we'll be out there shortly. Made it. We're gonna head over to the ocean in just a minute. It's just right over the dunes here. Here's my Lectric X-Peak 2.0. What a game changer bringing it this year. We've explored so much, and the summer's just getting going. A lot more to see with it. If you want more info on this, make sure you check out the link down in the description for electricebikes.com. Let me cruise through the park. They got yurts here, cabins, a motel, and RV site. It's called Pacific Dunes Resort. I picked it randomly. There was no special reason to do it. I met the owner. What a cool guy. Young couple. They worked very, very hard to keep this up. You know, summertime and springtime they get a ton of business. Wintertime it really slows up on the ocean here. What a busy road, my goodness. That was hard to film. I couldn't film too much of that coming in. But trees everywhere, nice and green, real thick. There's their sign. And I'll head on back into the park. Got a car coming out. I'll give him plenty of room. Look at that, it says Jet Hospitality. It's part of their website here, I guess. But this place, we are right on the ocean. You're gonna see in just a few minutes. I know I keep saying it, but what a nice fence. That is really secluded in here. There's more of those yurt style, I'm gonna call them cabins. I guess they're just yurts. I'll walk around later, we'll peek in it. I want to take the bike out to the ocean. We're gonna ride on the sand. Heck yeah. See, there's our motel on the right. Got a few rooms, so you don't need an RV. You want to stay there. Oh, there he is. Let's stop, talk to him. He's the owner. I'm Carl. Welcome.
I'm Carl at the Dunes Resort.
Okay, hang on. Do it.
I'm Carl at the Dunes Resort. Come see us. Beach is beautiful today.
Okay, say your address, what town?
We are in just north of Ocean Shores, Washington. About 3 miles north of Ocean Shores as you head up the 1 all the way around the coast.
Phone number?
Our phone number is 360-310-7677.
And I'll recommend it. It's beautiful here. I'm going to go ride the beach. Thanks, Carl.
You bet.
They are so nice. You know, they change sites for me, and there's the van. Got me closer to the ocean here. Hang on, I gotta grab a couple batteries. You ready to see the Pacific up close? I am. He said I can ride all the way out here except there's a bridge I gotta walk the bike over. These guys have been working hard bringing this resort back to life. All the salty air. What a beautiful, perfect day. Oh, here's our bridge. Little waterway cutting through the dunes here. There is a state park just to the north here. I think it's called Copalis Beach, something like that. And there's so many resorts along through here, just endless. All right, well, let's head on out. Those were steep steps to get the bike over. I just used the electric power on the X Peak. Just tapped the throttle. It pulled itself right up and over. This bike is so cool. Rides comfy. Big fat tires, you know, it cuts right in the sand here. It just does such a good job. This is the first time I've had it in this soft of stuff. Ooh, wildflowers. We got color. Yay. Wow. Where's our ocean? Gotta be up here somewhere. There's some driftwood. Wasn't that amazing back in Westport how far the water receded after they built a jetty? Over a mile. That's some historic stuff there. Oh, I see water. Here we go. All right. Finally, here is your Pacific Ocean. Flat as a pancake, not a single cliff, nothing. You know, when tsunamis happen from earthquakes, they get a lot of warnings here. Oh my goodness, I'm just gliding right over the sand here in this electric bike. This is perfect. Stop here, we'll get a few more shots of the waves. Isn't this perfect, huh? Still amazed how flat it looks. Okay, since I announced naming the bike, I've had hundreds of suggestions. I'm going to wait until I get a little farther along. Maybe around September we will do a full-blown video. Maybe a little naming contest for the bike. I've had so many good suggestions. Once again, you can email me at info@RVERTV.tv. And also, I think I mentioned down in the description, if you want more information about electric bikes, there's a link down there. Just click it. They are good friends. You know, Lectric and I together, we've raised over $20,000 for charities through the years. Great company. I'm really glad to be part of it. What a perfect day to be on the beach here. Pacific Ocean. I'm gonna leave early in the morning. You'll see part of that in this video. I'm gonna truck north. Gonna head up the Olympic coast, clear up towards Port Townsend. The non-stop roar of this water. Constant. I bet during storms the waves can get up there pretty good. Plus the tide affects all of this too. Well, let's ride back towards the van. See what else we can get into. Maybe I'll walk around the RV park, check it out a little bit. Here we go. If you like collecting seashells, this is a good beach to walk along to. You know, years ago, it's been 10 years, I was a little farther south. I stayed at the Elks Lodge in Ocean Shores. Drove over to the beach there. That was 10 years ago. Very cool. Yeah, these big fat tires on this bike to stay right on top of the sand. Couldn't ask for a better day either. Absolutely gorgeous. Almost warm. And all this vegetation here, there's flowers. I'm gonna stop. Where were they? Right up here. All kinds of yellow flowers in the summer. You know, you get a lot of fog in the summertime too, off the ocean. But we're a blessed blue sky day, huh? All yellow ones. But they're everywhere, as far as you can see. What a neat place. I mean, kind of got the beach to yourself here. It's worth staying at one of these resorts. Because I remember Ocean Shores, it was just packed full of people. Cars on the beach and everything. But look at this. You absolutely have it to yourself here. Yay, made it back. I gotta finish setting a van up, park the bike, get it covered up. Let's take a little walk around the RV park. I gotta take trash out and stuff. Each site has a picnic table too. Look at that, they even got little park models. Alright, let me get parked, take a little walk. Alright, got the van up on blocks, windows all covered. Actually kicked on the AC a little bit. It's warm. You just don't know along the ocean. Depends which way the wind's coming in. There's my electric bike, all covered up. Keeps it protected. That's how I stored it, and it gives me more room in the van. Every site here, you got power, water. Pretty good being this close to the ocean, isn't it? Even green grass. Not used to that being from Arizona. Alright, well, I got a small bag of trash. I can go find a dumpster. Let's walk. Maybe we get a little peek in one of them yurts. Big house right there too, isn't there? Got a fire pit. You can buy firewood here too. I'm not going to do that tonight. And they got laundry. You can wash your fish, clam. They do clam digs here. Clamming. There's our motel. So no RV needed. Grab a room, enjoy the beach. Bring your bike, bring your electric bike. Here's our little office there. There's the dumpster. Here's where they store their firewood, it looks like. Kind of rustic, isn't it, here? Alright, did my chores for the day. The van's still a mess. Maid's day off. That was always an old excuse. But here's these. They're kind of like a yurt tent cabin. Got a roof on them. That one's more open there, isn't it? Hammocks on the porch. Got a stovepipe on there, so it must burn wood for heat. Wouldn't that be fun? Doing something like that if you had a family, bring the kids. Yeah, that wood fence there, that's pretty impressive. Looks like a barbecue on each one. All right. Alright, well, I'm going to get on the computer, do a little work this evening. Maybe check a few emails. But like I said earlier, we're going to do the bike naming once I get a little farther along in the summer. Probably when I get back home to Arizona. It's just too much. I mean, I didn't expect a response like that. That's crazy. But I think we could have a lot of fun with it together. Naming that bike. I'll get Lectric involved. Maybe we can do something with them too. There's the restrooms, bathhouse. All right. We're out of here in the morning. Good morning. How'd everyone sleep? Yeah, I had a few more rigs come in last night. Great little place. I would definitely come back here. Carl and his wife, my hat's off to you. What a great little stay. Reasonable price. I mean, the whole thing. I would definitely stay here. And I picked it randomly. Well, we're just gonna truck up this Ocean Shore Highway for a few miles and then gonna cut all the way back over to the 101. So today's kind of a driving day. I figured I'd at least catch the first part of it, getting out of here. It's got to be scenic. Maybe we get another view of the ocean or something. Because with it being so tree lined, you don't see a lot when you're driving along the road, just glimpses of it. Plus you don't realize how many people live back in here. Lots. There's the state park, it looks like, coming up. Alright, I'm already goofed up here. I think I have to go to the left. Normally I have it on the phone here. That picnic table is right along the road. Let me pull off here a second. Which way do I go? To the left. Pacific Ocean. Mock lips. Yep. Sorry about that. First mistake all day. Let me make sure here. Yeah, I gotta keep going on the 109 here. Alright. Really nice homes here. Look at that, RVs parked right in with the houses. There's another RV resort. Another motel. Pretty drive. You just wind right along, but the trees really block the ocean view. We'll catch it up here somewhere. Alright, on the phone it says this is Iron Springs Resort. Oh, cool. Got an upside down boat. See, there's this resorts everywhere along through here. Yay, there's a little water. Maybe I can find a place to stop. Sun's just now getting up. It's early. You know me, always out early. Alright, oh, I think I see a place stop. Well, kinda good. There's our ocean. Early morning. Can't even really hear it. Just everything's so tree lined. Alright, well, let's keep rolling. Alright, on the map shows a town here coming up. Speed limit slowing down. According to the maps, this is Seabrook, Washington. right on the coast. And look at the size of these condos or apartments. Wow, this is a good sized town. Long ways from a Walmart here. I'll be darned. This looks new. Very pretty. How would you like to live here? Heck yeah. I'll be darned. Never knew this was back in. Look at that. They're building right there. It's like 3-4 story buildings with porches, all for a view. Just like they're on the ocean or something. I bet there's restaurants and shops and stuff in here too. Alright, I'm gonna keep rolling. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVERTV.tv. There you sign up free newsletter. Put one out once a month now. What do I gotta do here? Go straight. All kinds of free stuff, downloadable puzzles, articles, blogs. Ooh, no. Don't ever want to see an ambulance. Anyway, back to the website, RVERTV.tv. Got a merch shop, Armchair Traveler Series, the Heck Yeah coffee mugs, hats, shirts. Very popular. #1 seller on the website. And all kinds of cool stuff. Once again, it's RVERTV.tv, and I appreciate it very much. Alright, we're getting close to the end of this. Gotta make a turn up here, head back about 30 miles, gotta cut across over to 101, and we'll be trucking north. Here's the turn. If you went straight, it would dead end into a town. This is all part of a Indian reservation here. Alright, gonna cut across to the 101. Next video, we're gonna see more ocean up near Forks, Washington. Journey never ends. Talk soon.